and say, let's get ready to rumble. And I'm going to tell you what, this isn't a fight. You are not a fan. Fans sit in the stands. We are giving a call to action. The webinar is not a presentation, but what this is, it's your business plan that's going to unfold and unveil what we plan to accomplish over the next few years, which is going to help you to accomplish your life dreams. We're not trying to sell you anything today, guys. What we're doing is sharing you what our new leader's vision is, which is going to propel this business to the billion-dollar level. Hey, without further ado, what I want to do is invite my good friend Simon Brooks, Diamond Global Distributor. He's earned over $16 million in this industry of network marketing. This guy's a great coach, great trainer, great businessman. Even more important than that, he's a great sharer. Simon Brooks out of the UK, are you there?
Thanks a lot, Orman. Thank you very much. If I've earned 16 million, can you ask my bank manager where all that money's gone? I thought I've only earned about 10.5, but hey, let's not split hairs over 6 million. But anyway, hi guys. Welcome to this awesome webinar. I'm so excited. We've got people in Asia. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning their time. We got people in Europe. We got people in America. We got people in Canada. We got people all over the world that's listening to this amazing, amazing webinar. And I tell you now, I am so excited. I've been in this industry for nearly 25 years. And what excites me the most is when I heard about this opportunity 2 years ago, the person that said to me was, Simon, in your opinion, what would you rate as the fastest growing growth industry in the world? And I said, well, I'm not sure. He said, well, the internet. I said, well, yeah, I suppose. He said, did you realize that in 1996, Google used to get 10,000 clicks a day on the search engine? I said, wow, that's a lot. He said, yep. But today, they get over 3.5 billion. That's billion with a B. He said, do you think that's a little bit of growth? I said, yes, I do. He said, would you like to earn from that growth? I said, yes, I do. He said, then My Shopping Genie is the opportunity where you can do that. And then looking today, where Facebook just launched their IPO and they're now worth over 110 billion today. Can you believe that? 110 billion? Take the top 20 companies worldwide and they won't even amount to half of that. And this company is in the space that we're in. They're in the internet. I'll tell you now, Facebook is huge. So what excites me, without any further ado, I'm now going to hand this webinar over to a good friend of mine that I've known for 2 years, Mr. Bruce Bice. Take it away, Bruce. Okay, we've got technical difficulties here. Bruce obviously is not here with us. So let's see if he's here. Nope. Okay, so without any further ado, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take over from Bruce, and I'm now going to introduce you to the person that's taken over the ownership of My Shopping Genie. This individual I've known for the last 12 months. He is one of these people that you meet in life and you make a friendship that you can turn around and hang your hat on to say that this person you would trust with your wife and children. If he says it's black, it's black. If he says it's white, it's white. There's no gray areas with this person. He's been involved in the technology industry for many, many years. He's been involved in the space of what we're into for a long time. He enjoys our products. He enjoys the technology industry. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hand this call straight over to a very good friend of mine and the new owner of My Shopping Genie, Michael Weeder. Michael, over to you.
Thank you, Simon. Can you hear me?
I can indeed, loud and clear.
Okay, and I've got to take responsibility for the situation with Bruce because I was three-winging him in, and obviously we lost the conversation here. I had him on the cell phone. So But I wanted to welcome everybody to the call, and I am incredibly excited about the opportunity with My Shopping Genie. And I want to lay out today for you guys a little bit of information about my background, why I purchased the company and the assets of the company and the technology, what our short-term and our long-term goals are, and basically what the plans are for you as distributors as well. So my name is Michael Weeder. Our company is headquartered in Santa Monica, California, which is what they call Silicon Beach here in California. There's Silicon Valley and Silicon Beach. I've actually been on the Internet space since 1994. And when the Internet first came out into the mainstream, when Netscape came out with their browser, I actually started a company called Online Expo, and we launched it here in Los Angeles and then took it to San Francisco and New York. And it was an exposition and a conference, and we actually launched some of the top Internet companies at the time. It was Hotmail and Yahoo and AOL were some of our companies that were exhibitors there and were doing the conference. And then what happened after launching Online Expo, I actually owned an Internet online advertising agency and got involved in that space in the early 2000s. And I concentrated on the franchises. So what we would do is we would actually find new franchisees for franchisors, and then we would do nationwide campaigns for those franchises. And during that time, I started with a company called Budget Blinds out of here in Southern California. They had about 200 franchises, and we took them to over 1,000 franchises. And from that, I also picked up Supercuts and Cost Cutters as clients. And so I was able to ride some of that Internet wave that was happening at that time, and I used that, the success that I had with my online advertising agency, to actually fund 3 network marketing companies. And I'm also the CEO of Best in You. Next slide, please, Fraser. And I want to tell you why I did the acquisition of the software and the technology of the company. I followed the Genie really for the last 18 months. And the reason that I followed it, I'm a technology guy, and I love the technology. It was a disruptive technology, and I thought it was a great technology. But more than that, a lot of with technology, and when you talk to and you listen to what Steve Jobs' philosophy was, and even Mark Zuckerberg, it was always with technology, how do I make it simpler? How do I make it one less click? And the phenomenal thing about My Shopping Genie was actually the simplicity of the message, which was you give it away for free and you make money as people save money on the products that they're buying anyway. And I have been involved, like I said, in funding a number of network marketing companies and being the CEO and consulting for several CEOs, and I've never seen a message that's simple. And as you guys know, network marketing is about simplicity and about duplication. And as I talk to a number of people about the reasons that they've got involved in My Shopping Genie, it was always that, and I'm talking about people that have had a ton of experience in the industry, and it was always, this was the simplest thing that I've ever seen. You simply give it away for free, and you make money as people use it and get the benefit of it. The other thing that was really attractive to me was a compensation plan. And, I saw My Shopping Genie when it was really in momentum. And when it was in momentum and it had its best month, and, there were people that were actually making, a check of 6 figures for the month. And I've spoken to a number of the leaders here on the phone that had gotten their checks up to $40,000 to $50,000. And when you looked at the amount of volume and revenue they were doing, and you look at those kind of checks, that was also very exciting for me. And now we've even added some additional bonuses as well. And as part of this, I also want to recognize Charles and Emily Monk out of the Philippines. They're the first power distributors to reach the new $200 bonus. So I wanted to congratulate them. But, usually in network marketing, and as you guys know, with different, when you're talking about the lotions, potions, pills, usually what they do with the compensation plan is it's usually 70% BV to CV, and then they pay off, they pay out of that, because they've got to mark it up 7 times or so just to be able to make the compensation plan, and then they have the shipping, the manufacturing, all those other, the warehousing, all those other costs that are part of that. And so one of the things that I was really excited about here was not only do we pay out dollar for point, But because of the fact that we don't have those shipping, those manufacturing, those warehousing costs as well, we're able to pay out very aggressively with the pay plan. And so that was also something that was very attractive to me. Next slide, please, Fraser. And I want to talk now a little bit about the short-term plans are. And this is what we're going to do right away. What's next? We're going to rebrand the company. And the way that we're going to rebrand it is we're going to change the name of the company, and then we're going to launch a significant PR campaign to be able to help to support you guys in the field. And if you look at the company that I currently own, which is and the CEO of, which is Best in You, you'll be able to do some research and see what we've been able to do in just a very short time on the internet with regards to being able to create a positive public relations buzz. And we're planning on doing the same thing with the new company. And what I've done is I've already reached out to some of my contacts with some of the top consultants and bloggers in the industry and also in the technology space with preparing them to be able to launch the stories of the new relaunch of this company and start to create some positive press for you. So I know, part of the issues that you guys have had over the last couple of years is unfortunately we've had some negative press. And so when people went and actually looked up the company, it wasn't supportive of you in being able to recruit them as distributors. And we're going to change that very quickly for you. We've got a strategy to be able to execute with a PR campaign around the relaunch. And with that, you're going to see a lot of positive information about what it is that we're doing. We're also going to launch the Rocket. I've already been in and been working with the Rocket. I've been talking to Chris about it. Fraser's been working with it a little bit. We're customizing it right now. We're refining it. We're going to launch the Rocket here very, very quickly, and I'll give you time frames on that. And one of the reasons that the Rocket is so important is that if you look at the way that some of the network marketing companies right now are generating publicity on the internet, and I'll take the weight loss companies, for example. You've seen a lot of the before and after pictures. Well, in talking to a number of the distributors, the one thing also that continued to hit home for me was the fact that people were getting phenomenal testimonials on the use of the product. Everybody loves this product and the viability of the product and how well it works. Well, with video, the ability to be able to do a video email and then upload that and use that as a testimonial to be able to populate the internet, you're going to be amazed at some of the search results that we're going to get and the positive publicity just using that basic concept as one of our marketing strategies and how it's going to impact your ability to be able to do business because of, again, the positive reviews that are going to be on the internet. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to launch the Daily Deals platform. But it's not going to be the Daily Deals platform as you know it. What we're going to do is we're going to go in with an aggregator and we're going to populate that with all kinds of deals all over the world. So rather than waiting for you guys to go out and basically procure businesses to be part of that, we're going to go ahead and aggregate that, and you will make a piece out of all the daily deals that are sold. So you give away a Genie, the daily deals, you see those populate on a daily basis. People go and they actually procure those daily deals, and you make a percentage of that. Next slide, please. I want to talk a little bit about kind of what the future is, and those are short-term goals that I mentioned right there, in the last slide. That will be the goal for that is to have all of that done in the next 2 weeks. We just concluded the agreement this last Friday. I spent the first part of the week working with the vendors, with our designers, getting the theme straight, getting an idea about the theme that we were going to use with regards to the rebranding, talking to the distributors and finding out a little bit more about what they felt was necessary in order to be able to take this business to the next level. Those things, we're planning on having those things done, the rebranding, the launch of the Genie Rocket, and also the daily deals. The Genie Rocket and the rebranding will be done within the next 2 weeks. The daily deals might be a week after that, but those are the priorities. And then I want to talk a little bit really about the future here and kind of where we're going after that. I know that we need to deliver things short-term for the company to get people back on track. But what I'm also really excited about is the future and really what the opportunity is. And, Simon had mentioned about the Internet, excuse me, and the growth of the Internet and what's happening. you know, I was involved in the internet back in the early 90s when the internet first came into fruition. I then saw the incredible growth up until 2000, and then I saw the bubble burst. You know, and at that time, people were questioning a little bit about, you know, how big the internet was going to become. But the reality is that it continued to just grow and expand. In 2004, we had the next really iconic moment in the internet, which was when Google went public. It went public at about $30 a share. Within 2 weeks, it was up to $100 a share. It then went to $600 a share, and Google has gone on to control about 70% of the search market. Well, what we're seeing now and today with the launch, the IPO of Facebook is taking the internet again into the next level. And here's what's going to happen. You know, Facebook is the most, when you look at market capitalization, there's never been an IPO in the history of corporate America like Facebook. It'll have a market capitalization probably somewhere of around $120 billion on its first day in the market. Over and above that, what it's going to do is it's going to raise the awareness of social media and the internet around the world. And then also what it's going to do is you're going to see 6 months from now, and the same thing happened with Google, and it happened in the early 90s with internet companies. 6 months from now, there are 1,000 new millionaires that Facebook has created today, probably a couple thousand of them that are employees of Facebook. 6 months from now, they're able to cash in their stock. The entrepreneurial talent out here in California is absolutely amazing, and a percentage of those Facebook employees will be spinning off their own companies, their own technology, and there's never been as much VC capital to be able to support that as right now. So you're going to see everything from social media companies, internet companies, analytics companies, mobile companies, and our ability to be able to leverage the changes and the growth in the internet and be able to partner with some of those new companies to provide the technologies and the tools and the products for you guys to be successful in building your business is really what excites me. You know, we started with the gaming industry. You've got the games platform. The growth in the games and the whole games economy has been absolutely phenomenal. We've also got here, you're going to see, as we look at some of the other growth areas and some of the areas that we're going to be providing additional products for you, we're looking at travel right now. I think, you know, we've seen network marketing travel companies that have become $100 million companies just by providing dream trips for people. And we're going to be able to leverage some of these travel aggregators as well to provide phenomenal travel deals, both for our representatives as well as for the customers, and again, you'll have an opportunity to make a piece of that transaction just like you are for the games. And we're going to keep you on the cutting edge of that to continue to build in your back-end transaction and commissions, which is only going to strengthen your opportunity with the company. So that's what I'm really excited about. I think there's going to be a tremendous growth in mobile as well. I know that the company has talked about mobile for a while. Facebook in their F1 had even mentioned that, you know, they were concerned that mobile was cutting into their revenues because they're not really able to monetize mobile as well as they do on the website, and so they're buying mobile companies right now. We're also going to respond to that. I think we've got an incredible opportunity, not only as a price comparison technology on mobile, but also what's happening is it's going towards micropayments and what's called m-commerce. And I foresee us also being able to participate so that people use their mobile device to be able to buy products, and when they buy products, we get a piece of that transaction, and that's coming. You know, it's again, we're responding to it. We're watching what's happening in the marketplace, but I'm very, very excited about that. And, you know, I want to talk a little bit, I want to end this by talking about your opportunity and really what your opportunity is with the company. And I want to share a story with you. Because I know a lot of you guys have been through with My Shopping Genie where you've seen this as the vehicle to be able to achieve your dreams and aspirations. And, you know, it hasn't happened as of yet. You know, and again, with our rebrand, we're going to create those opportunities again for you. You know, there's been companies in the network marketing space that have had issues and problems. Herbalife had, you know, some issues and problems back with the federal problem that they had that took their revenues almost down to zero. Herbalife today is a $3.5 billion company. So, you know, we're looking forward to being able to take advantage of this rebrand and the change of ownership and provide you with the platform and the service and the products that you need in order to be able to achieve your goals and aspirations for your family. And I just want to share a little story kind of with you that, you know, maybe will resonate with some of you guys. Back in 2002, I was the vice president of business development for a company that had video email, and they were ahead of their time, and they brought me in to be able to build out their retail business, to be able to go to companies and sell the video email. I went to Budget Blinds, you know, the first company I went to, and I brought in a $23,000 deal from them, and this was, you know, they had a network marketing division as well. But I brought a $23,000 deal to them, and the owners of that company gave me $1,000 to execute that campaign for them. And what I did was I then, you know, from that, you know, they basically had egg in my face, so I had to go back to the owners of Budget Blinds, and I said, hey, this is what happened. I believe in what you're doing. I'd like to be able to come and do some work with you and start my own online advertising agency. Well, they agreed to be able to do that, and what happened after that was, again, I took them from 200 franchises to over 1,000 franchises. You know, during that time, I picked up a couple additional franchise clients, and with that, just within a 2-year time period, I was able to use that to then help to fund 3 different network marketing companies, and it completely changed my life. And it, you know, it wasn't that I was, you know, incredibly smart or anything. It was just that the timing was right, and I took action. And I'll tell you, the timing has never been better for you guys. And, you know, there's a couple different ways that you can look at it. You know, you can look at it and you can understand that this is happening right now. The growth of the Internet, our opportunities are there. There's going to be 3 people. You can either, there's going to be the people that are going to take action. There's going to be the people that are going to sit back and say, hey, and just watch it and watch it happen. And then there's the people that are going to wonder exactly what happened. And, you know, what we're hoping to do here is we're hoping to lock arms with those of you that want to take action to significantly impact and change both the lives of you and your family. The other thing, the last thing I wanted to mention, if you go do some due diligence on me and Google me, you'll see that I'm very big into charitable causes. We're going to have a major cause integration program also where our success is going to help those less fortunate. That's not the priority here at the moment. I know what the priorities are. They're to be able to rebrand the Genie, to create positive press for you, to launch the Genie rocket, to get the deals, the daily deals up and running, to build your confidence back. But we're going to have also a nice cause integration program that we're going to weave in here down the road as well, so that our success also benefits those in need. So with that, I appreciate all your time. I look forward to working with all of you, and back to you, Simon.
Thanks very much. Well, folks, there's hundreds and hundreds of you that's listening to this webinar, and I don't know if you're like me, but I got a chill down my spine. I am so excited. I'm just going to let you know that there might be some of you that's listening to this webinar that's not in my team, but I will not exclude anybody. For all of you folk, what I would advise you to do is to register for free on www.simonbrooks.info, and I send out regular email links with tips, advice, help, and everything else. So if you go on to www.simonbrooks.info, that will give you all of my contact details, my phone number, my email address, my Skype details, everything. And you're very, very welcome to join for free. Nobody pays a penny for that, so it's not a revenue collecting thing. I'm going to be out the country as of Monday for about 10 days, but I will be taking my computer. I will be on Skype. I can talk to people. So again, you can get all my details off simonbrooks.info. Folks, I've had an awesome time on this webinar, listening to where we're going. This is what I would do if I was you. A lot of you would have been listening to this webinar thinking, well, you know, I'm going to see how the company goes. I'm going to see if it picks itself up and if it does anything. Well, I'll tell you now, folks, this is like a locomotive going out of control. This is moving fast. We will be dominating the industry, and we will be a power to be reckoned with. So grab it with both hands, as you heard Michael say, Embrace it and build it. Let's go crazy. Let's prospect as many people as we possibly can and share our new opportunity. Folks, my time is up. Thank you for yours. Take care. Have a good night.